Welcome to another edition of the Church Conversation on Celestial Literacy. Today, I don't need further introduction. You can see Baba already. And Baba, you already know Baba. And today, we're going to be talking about the significance of Holy Mary Day in Celestial Church of Christ. As a matter of introduction, Baba, when did the celebration begin in Celestial Church of Christ?
The books, the blue book, we were told Papa had a dream. Papa told us he had a dream in 1977. Then he was in Nigeria. In that dream, he saw a woman shielding something from him, and that woman, he never knew it was the Holy Mary. But when he descended, he saw a priest, like a Catholic priest, bowing to him. Then he ascended again, and then the woman unfolded what mystery she was shielding away, and he saw it was a child. And the woman pointing to the baby said, Jésù yìí, ẹ̀mí mímọ́ ni, ọkàn mímọ́ ni, ọba ìyè ni. Ẹni bá fẹ́ sin Jésù á tọ̀nà tó mọ́ rekete. And then Papa gave the order. That was in the first Sunday, it was on the 15th of July that he had the dream. Like he said from the books. He had the dream on the 15th of July, and he said, so that people will not begin to say, we are coming to the church on the 15th of July, because if it is today, a Friday, next year it will not be a Friday. It may be a Sunday. It may be a Saturday. That will mean we are worshiping Mary on a day. Papa now said, that day should be given to the first Friday of every July in every year. The Holy Mary's Day. Just see it and read it from the blue book before we continue. Commemoration of the appearance of the Holy Mary to the pastor on the 15th day of July 1977. The significance of Holy Mary to celestial faith can be traced to the earliest days of the Celestial Church of Christ. For the very first spiritual hymn that was given to the church through one of the early prophetesses of the church, Wolisata, was the hymn which reads thus, hymn number 762 of the CCC book. Yaranu Christi, we know it. Significantly, 30 years later, on the 15th day of July 1977, the pastor in a trance saw himself climbing a number of stairs until he got to a plain full of fallen leaves and sighted a fair white lady, clad from top to toe in blue apparel, and standing in a posture as if shielding something away from him. Then the pastor found himself descending steps until he sighted a church from which a reverend father emerged and bowed in homage to him repeatedly. Then the pastor found himself ascending again back to the spot where he early saw the fair lady. This time, the fair lady opened up to show that what she was shielding away earlier was a baby having a crown on his head. And she said, pointing to the baby, Jésù yìí, ẹ̀mí mímọ́ ni, ọkàn mímọ́ ni, ọba ìyè ni. Ẹni bá fẹ́ sìn gbọ́dọ̀ tọ̀nà tó mọ́ rekete.
Thank you very much, Baba.
No problem.
Yeah, Baba.
So you asked that when did the service begin, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Let's complete that line. At this juncture, the pastor realized that the fair lady was Holy Mary, She repeated this injunction in song Holy Mary sang. Continuing, she told the pastor that he should remain undaunted by the color of his skin, because race is of great significance in things of the spirit. She said, "Ade ọkàn mímọ́ rẹ là ń wò tí a fi ń gbénú ẹ̀," meaning it's because of your clean mind that will dwell in you. Almost exactly a year after the incident described above, the pastor fell ill. That's 1978.
Yes, sir.
During which it was spiritually revealed also in trance that due recognition shall be accorded to Holy Mary in Celestial Church of Christ by commemorating the above incidents annually. In consequence, the pastor declared the first Friday of July every year as Holy Mary Day, to be observed in full congregational service throughout Celestial Church of Christ all over the world. The first observance of the Holy Mary's Day took place on Friday 7th July 1978.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni baba.
Oluwaseyi.
Baba, is there a need to participate in the celebration as a member of Celestial Church?
Wow. Is there a need? Okay. Let's come this way. Today, Christians, we have left off the point of the voice, especially Celestial Church. We were Christian in the line of, and it shall come to pass if you diligently hearken to the voice. The voice, no similitude. In the days of Papa, when Baba Oduni was alive, before his death, I told you, I said this cathedral in the days of Papa almost existed, but you don't have this similitude of Holy Mary picture here.
Baba, which reference of cathedral are you making reference to?
Oluwaseyi Cathedral.
Okay.
Because Papa would not admit an image in the church.
Papa, don't go there because I have something on ground. I swear to that one already.
I am. This is the spirit leader.
Yes.
It was Sita I said it. Because the truth of God stands. I told them, I said, Papa did not give us a picture. When we did Holy Mary Day in Ketu here, people said, Papa begin to say, we should put one chair separate from the 7 female chairs for Holy Mary. And I say, stop all this nonsense. This is not the truth of the church. Some people will come to Ketu and say, Ketu no need chair for Holy Mary. We scrapped it until we saw a church when a woman had an altar in front of one seat in the 7 other seat on the WhatsApp, and they say Holy Mary's altar. I say, we are getting there. They built one Holy Mary thing in the Meko that was providing water. I say, Brahma, I call my brother, I say, Brahma, see, this thing will turn to idolatry. Let this thing be removed. He said, the committee said, I said, no. I guess somewhere he got to the pastor in the Meko. And I said, they should remove it. I said, don't allow these things, idolatry. He did not say, mother, behold your son or your child. He said, woman, separate entity. Behold your son. Son is not a child. Maybe you should think. So this picture of Mary and baby Jesus that you carry about and you put in the church is just a way of idolatry. Woman, it did not say mother. A mother will carry a child. It's a woman. Behold your son. A son is a matured identity, not a baby. Don't forget that Isaiah said, unto us a child is born, but unto us a son is given. He was born a child, given as a son. So there was nothing that, who are the people that took the picture of the mother and child? all this mother and child picture is just a way to drive you back to your error of the beginning. Thank God SDJ did not give us. And by that, it becomes annulled in the principle of God for the church, Celestial Church of Christ. Yeah, prophets are giving messages because they are of the devil. Their prophecies are from the pits of hell. First song that God gave to this church was that song significantly for Mary. Ẹ̀yin aránú Kristi gbé orí sókè kẹ̀sí gbọ́ ohùn tí Jehovah ń sọ. Èrèdí rẹ̀ tẹ́ fi wà nínú ìjọ mímọ́ yìí. Èrèdí rẹ̀ tẹ́ fi wà nínú ẹgbẹ́ ńlá yìí. Kí Mọ́rí ẹ̀yà wa lè wá sìn wá lọ. Kẹ̀mí mímọ́ rere yìí wá máa sìn wá lọ.
Thank you very much, Baba. Well, Baba, you have not answered my question.
What is the question?
Is there a need for us to participate in the Holy Mary celebration?
Now, if these things were set on the table,
yes,
I guess anybody should think and say, if Jesus said, "Behold your mother," and he gave it a song in Celestial, that this woman, the essence of you being in this church is that this woman may go with you. Do you need to celebrate her? That should be the answer.
Okay, Baba. Now, is there any shortcomings for parishes that fail to observe Holy Mary celebration? Because the last year, there was a parish that is close to me. I intend to, okay, times in law, let's just branch this place and observe Holy Mary Day celebration. Lo and behold, so we ended up going to Ajiwe, that's Alagba church. So is there any correlations for a church that does not observe Holy Mary Day celebration?
It's unfortunate for Celestial Church today because our leaders are looking for something else. 1. 2, we have had the situation of people living faith in disobedience and making altars like Abraham.
Living faith in disobedience.
They live faith, they walk away from faith in disobedience and begin to make altars. Go and check all the people that make altars. Who called them? Who called them? Oníkálùkù ọmọ purọ́ tán wá. Àkó ìjọ wa yìí láìsẹ́ mi akọ̀mọ́ máa ṣe tọ́ra wa náà ni. And because this church began with the spirit, they gave Papa El Pastora. El Pastora means the pastor of God. But we have chosen Homo Pastora, the pastor made by men. God said in his case, if I put a watchman over you, and if you choose a watchman amongst yourself, he said it. If I set a watchman, I'll require from the watchman. If you people gather and say, "I'll put a watchman," we have gathered and say, "I'll put a watchman over us." And that's where the problem is. If he was the watchman of God, if he says this thing should be, every single parish that would not do it, the heaven will close it down. In the days of Papa, one man came and said, "In my church," Papa looked at him. He said to the people that brought his case, he said, "In his church, that thing will not stand." He said, "You have heard. That is not Celestial Church. I don't want to see anything again." The angel of the church left the church immediately, the parish. Celestial Church of Christ. And the church dried off naturally. Papa, you dare not say it's not your church. But you should landlord shepherd today.
And that's what I wanted to say. That's like, it's not your church.
Yes. Celestial Church is not your church. Landlord shepherd today, they grafted themselves even into the system of the church, so that they become the one that will control whatever affairs that is going on. But their time, their time is so little. You see, when somebody runs into an atmosphere of, I want to show myself, the Bible says, for he knows that his time is short. So let's quickly eat what we will eat now. but their name will be mentioned in the archives that they went and destroyed, and nobody that destroys this church that God will not destroy.
Mm.
The end of their hope will be cut short.
Mm.
God, you see, it's painful. This was a church adorned in beauty and glory. How did we come to this shame? I was born here. By God's grace, I met Papa, and he gave me things to hope for, things to expect, things to look up to and rejoice for. When I see people, idiots saying, how does he? He didn't Papa. I'll shut, most of them have shut their mouth because I said the woman that became a witness now becoming three, myself and Papa and the woman. That was the day of the encounter. Yalala, she's late now. She came in while we were done. When she would come say, I did not know what he told you, but I heard him say what he told you, you should teach it. That shocked me. He said I was not there when he was telling you anything. But what he said before my very eyes, my heart leapt for joy. It was like the heart of Jacob when he was dead because Joseph was no more. But when he heard about this, his heart jumped for joy. You get it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so this is the woman. I was thinking it was Papa's wife, which was Iya, the mother of Emmanuel.
Okay.
Because she was as short as Iya. And Iya in her days, when we go to Ajashe, and say, I don't know. So I don't know. But when the woman spoke, it's actually I even asked her, Yala, and say, Mommy, say, sorry. She got angry. I said, I said, I was happy because that was the true situation of that day. I remember one Brother Jagu said, when I talked about the Holy Mary and Pentecost and UNFS, he said, I want to talk about Pani. I said, my brother, unfortunately for you, your children will mark you that our father grouped in the open.
Ajagunda publish our materials without any.
No, not that one. No, that one is Rajagu Imauko. It's in America now.
Okay.
When he spoke video, I said, man, you'd have asked your brothers. You just open your mouth. You didn't even bother to say, Uncle, what's wrong? Who is this person? But you felt you can talk. So when I made the line that it was Yalala, he called Makuku and he said that Mami Sobel, he kept quiet. He can't come out again to say it was true. So when people say, how is it that I say, well, it's our part, you are an entity. You don't exist in my diary. When they say Yalala in Makuku, from the generation of Sele, from the grassroots, you cannot mention 7 people, 7 women. You can't without mentioning Yalala. So nobody will say I was in Makuku that does not know Yalala. Imagine what God has done for me. He gave the testimony of my journey with Papa to one of the greatest icons in Makuku. Why do I need to now contend with people that does not exist?
That's a day.
Even for now. Because the moment you don't believe the truth, you are non-entity. The moment you contend with the truth, you are a non-entity. You don't exist. You get it?
Yes, sir.
So, when these things are, God will say, this is the way to go. Are we going that way? When shepherds began to do their order, we don't have time for only me. It's an injunction. constitutional injunction. Maybe you say Yola is forming his own, but this one is in the constitution. And Papa said, "Oh, let's see it again, so that maybe they will know and realize here it's possible." Papa will fail the election because very cool, Abi.
Yes, sir.
Only a year after the incident described above, the pastor fell ill, during which it was usually revealed in trance that due recognition should be accorded to Oluwaseyi Celestial Church of Christ by commemorating the above incidents annually. In consequence, the pastor declared the first Friday of July every year as Holy Mary's Day to be observed by full congregational service throughout the Celestial Church of Christ all over the world. Tell me, is that parish a Celestial parish?
They know where they belong to now with what you are just saying.
Okay.
So, Baba, but in time past too, it was Oduni's church that I realized that was actually observing that thing very well. So why was it like that? But because it was a recent development that many parishes are now observing it. So why was it that Oduni's church embraced it?
Not that Oduni's church alone.
Okay.
It was because Papa would be. Ketu was a very small. It was a family church.
Mm-hmm.
And Oduni was. Ijasatede was a church that embraced Papa more than Makoko.
Okay.
I will say that loud. Makoko embraced Babada more than Papa. I'm not sorry. I'm saying it loud. Makoko people will hear. Ijasatede people will hear. But I'm for the two. Because I'm for one church, Celestial Church of Christ. So Papa would prefer to do that anniversary. So Oduni added pomp and pageantry to it. So he embellished this so that it becomes a time where they give president, where they do and you know Celestial Church, you see and you see, this was a program that the Odunis, the Banjos, the Adewusis, and the rest, they clamped their hands on it, as the Eagles will
on the prey.
You get it?
Yes, sir.
It was a program. This is our program, so they started to raise that program high.
Okay.
Because Papa will preach there.
Oh.
So if Papa will preach here, what are you doing in my parish? That was how that one went out. And Oduni now continued after Papa. When it has dried out in our parish, because it's only here, Papa will celebrate it.
Ooh.
You get it?
Get.
It now became Oduni's thing. And thereafter, when Papa died, Ìjàṣẹ láàrin Ìjẹ̀ṣà àti Sẹ̀lẹ̀ náà.
Yes, yes.
Olùmèrè Oduni ló ń ṣe àwa ò ṣe. But it is in our blue book.
Thank you very much, Baba.
Thank God.
Baba, is there Holy Mary images and dedicated altars that we have in our church today?
There is nothing like that.
There is nothing.
There should be nothing. That is idolatry. IDOLATORY. Idolatry, Iborisha in Yoruba terms. A ò gbọdọ̀ rí ère kan tàbí pẹpẹ kan ta lè gbé fóbìnrin kan tá gbé Holy Mary irọ́ lẹ̀ ń pa. That's the way Papa will talk. And so you know it's not Demola talking. The Papa that said, mo ti sọ fún yín, a kò gbọ́rí ohunkóhun kan nínú pẹpẹ lábẹ́ pẹpẹ tẹ́ gbé kinní kan ní tó jọ mímọ́ ni. Pẹpẹ kó mọ́. Ká má ṣe ohunkóhun Bíbélì kan síbẹ̀, ohunkóhun kìíní kan síbẹ̀, a kò fọbalẹ̀ fún ohunkóhun. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá gbómi sí ọ̀pọ̀ Ọlọ́run omi lẹ̀ ń sìn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá gbé kìíní kan sí ọ̀pọ̀ Ọlọ́run kìíní ẹ̀ lẹ̀ ń sìn. A kò gbọ́dọ̀ ohunkóhun pẹpẹ kó di mímọ́. That's how it's just like today. Go and check other altars. Oríṣiríṣi lẹ kó síbẹ̀. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ ń forí balẹ̀ ìbọ̀rìṣà ni. Ìbọ̀rìṣà. So the one Ketu Int'l Church,
Yes, sir.
when we adopted Holy Mary into the headquarters here,
Yes, sir.
we were the first committee under the chairperson of Babalonge Akinlonge of blessed memory, because he called us. I will go to Ijesha.
Mm.
I'll go, and some people we go there, we celebrate, we come back to our parish, we are okay. He now called us. Do we need to go out when we can celebrate? She means in the concert. I said yes, but because we are told the committee, and the committee said they are not going to do, we are free to go. He said now is the shepherd who will do it, because he said he was doing it at Atumbi,
Okay.
but it was so low, on a low key, because nobody hears about it. Okay. He called some of us and made us the committee, so that people will not go out. We gave them, we now begin to say, okay, if Oduni is giving this presents, let's do this thing. We began to we bought gifts, umbrella. It was umbrella then,
Mm.
very solid umbrellas. We will say we will distribute to every member of the church. We bought over 2,000 umbrellas. Fortunately, that day for the women council, they came for their meeting, and they saw the way it was done. The next year, they say, no, it was the preacher, maybe he was about Shine, forgotten, that preacher and say, it was, this is a thing that the women should embrace, and so. The next year, they say they will do women Holy Mary Day at Makoko. When they now finish, they finish at 4. They will now rush down to Ketu because of the gifts you give them. We called ourselves together and say, what do we do? We say, let's leave it like as what we are doing. We won't change it. Okay, we continue, and they continue that thing to today.
Mm.
You know what I now see that is that make me stand me stupid is, why now build other? They now build one.
Yes, that's
thing.
where
I say, what is this again? Papa did not give anybody that grace. Papa did not give anybody that grace. Me, in consonance with what they have done, I'm not saying allow anybody. I will condemn anybody. I don't care what pastor give anybody anything, but me, I will say no. It's idolatry, evolution. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Baba. On a closing note, sir. As Sele is concerned,
good?
Me, I want to know, because I did some little research, and I see that there is some affinities that Sele, especially on this Holy Mary of a thing, with Roman Catholic Church. Roman Catholic Church also plays a preference for Holy Mary. So, is there any similarity? Do we have anything in common in that regard?
Me, I will say no. He gave the redemptive altar to Sele, to Papa, silver altar.
But in our churches today, you see so many parishes.
I say it's not our church.
It's their church. It's their church.
Don't worry. When it will become our church, when the 2-1 will come.
Mm.
Somebody will say, "Are you expecting the 2-1?" Till like that, SBJ told me, Samuel Ademola Imole Amito, when I'm gone, don't let me see you in Alpha Miro. But má jẹ́ kí n rí ẹni àmì òróró títí ẹni tó ń bọ̀ yóò fi dé. He told me when Emmanuel came, his first anointment was free.
Mm.
I later Joseph, Baba Joseph, ó fẹ́ gbà mí ṣe nítorí tíjọ́ rẹ̀ ó lè jọmọ ṣọfà. I say, well, he brought one woman that was the first lady PA to Reverend Emmanuel.
That's the later Joseph.
Yes, he brought that lady to Ketu. The lady later became the first PA lady to Reverend Emmanuel. That was the lady that told me, we don't talk, we are, because it was Baba Joseph that brought you, and at that time we were almost at loggerheads. And the lady said, Everybody that he brought to the I just disdain. I don't want anything. I was going to the person to pray, and lady came and said, when you were praying, they said I should ask something. I was ready to defend.
Hmm.
I said, okay, I'm listening. I looked at her, so I said, the Lord told me to ask you, if I reject you, will all the people that were talking and you want to accept, would they take you in? Would they be able to save you? Tí mo bá fi ẹ̀kọ́ ẹ sílẹ̀, ṣáwọn yẹn tó ẹ gbà? My saint immediately. What does that mean? I pretend I said I don't understand. He said you were praying. They told me to ask you and tell you. I have told you to remain. But because everybody is talking, you want to go. This was an enemy, purported enemy for me. He said, if you not understand, he said, that's how much they say I should tell you. He said, in house begin, ṣé tí mo bá kọ̀ ẹ́ sílẹ̀, ṣé àwọn èèyàn máa tó ẹgbẹ́ àwọn sókè? Wọn ò tó mi gbà wọn. I returned back to the message and I said, God forgive me. Because I already disdained the personality. I went to pray. But I went to Imeko and I saw, I just said, and I said, I'm in Imeko, and I let Imeko that very hour. I said, I'm in Imeko, I'm going back to Lagos. So I said, I don't know, we'll talk.
So it was your intention to go for the anointing
because
then.
It was before I became a pastor, we were close. So I wanted to say, maybe he's the one. And God said, Timo Bakoi, sorry. So people talking, I just look at them, non-entities. They don't exist. In the business between me and God, they don't exist. Anybody taking an anointment, and that, I said, if God said I should die as a brother, highly elated, I'll be elated. So just remain there. If this is my place that will take me up. I told him Emmanuel in 2005 when he said he wants to make youth, want to make me the head of youth worldwide, want to make youth part of 7-member youth pastor in council. I told him, I said, as for me, don't make me head of youth, just let me be as I am. He said he had sorry that you began from me. I said, oh, that is true. But Baba told me to give the youth to order me. I said, me okay, Ndale. We have given the youth to order me. It's now the one we follow. He said, but order me is not following me. I said, I'll go and meet him. I went to Baba. Baba is alive, thank God. Order me. They asked Baba in Nokia then. That youth. He said, I met them all on the field. We will not, history does not lie. Those who are faithful does not lie. It was me, Baba, that gave the youth to. I made the first youth day of Sunday in Imeko. 1996. The youth that became area, we divide. I, with the youth elders of CBF, Bawademi, sat in Brian Yomi, the secretary, Yomi Osowo's house, and divided it. When chaplaincy came, Babada took up brought up a man, Timothy Shobakin, chaplain, and he instructed him go and work with Demola. He said me that he said I should put it under Obademi. Chaplain came and said, Baba, I said, unfortunately, we are giving the use of Obademi. He said, I said no. Me okay, I don't destroy things. We will go to Obademi. Chaplain said no. He came to I said, hey, that youth that you want to go and build in school, they came from the church. Go, let's go to Obademi. He went to Abada and reported to Abada and said, Omo Agbani Demola, Tele, Ologboni. If I'm looking for a place, I just come to a place to myself. Abada said, I'm not interested. So I told him Monday that I don't want to. I said, soon you will now say that position is for a tenor, 2 year tenor. I said, I will return back to brother again. I said, and then secondly, oye, àmì oró tó ń gbé wọn lọ sọ́run. Wọ́n ní kí n má gbà kí n tó ń bọ́dá. He was a quick kini. He said, why you always against? I said, never in my life will I be against what you say. If you follow, I told him before. He said, you follow what Papa told, Papa gave us. Touch your back, he did. He said, what is happening? I say, nothing. This is me behind you. I said, but if you know in your heart of heart that you are not on Papa's place here, I am not there. Because it okay, Kono, that's Ketu here.
Yes, sir.
I said, this is the same place Papa caused me. He said, caused me. I said, Omo Yoruba ni. Papa prayed and said, tí mo bá dún náà tí òun sọ tí ogun bá dìde sí mi, ogun yẹn ṣubú fún ara ẹ̀. He said it 3 times. I said, you know what that means? It means tí mo bá yí ẹ̀kú ọ̀rọ̀
should cover.
Ogun pàmí dànù. I said, I cannot give anybody the grace to change what SVJ said. Everybody lè gbógun kọ́ lè máa ṣubú. And I thank God till today, not one battle has been able to put me down.
For those that have been listening, we've been having a discussion with Baba Ni Baba on Celestial Church of Christ, the significance of Holy Mary Day in our church.
Yeah.
Thank you and God bless you. See you next time.
Ìjọba ṣe mí lóore o.